What in the world, man? It's your boy Big Low Country. I got that boy over here.
Hey, what's up, family? You already know who it is. It's your boy Terror Artist 404, and we back, man. What in the world? We
What in
we
the world?
we were just talking about the Falcons last week. Now we're talking about more about the NBA content because we get around. Hey man, how you been the past week? How you been the past week, man?
Hey man, we fair to party cloudy, man. We fair to party cloudy. You already know
Yeah,
what
the
time it
part the
is.
cloudy, man. That's your saying, man. That's your saying for everything, ain't it?
We fair to party cloudy, bro. Just
Yeah, they
trying to
ain't
keep it
gonna
in between the line.
they ain't gonna they, they ain't gonna never know what's real.
They ain't never gonna know what's real, man. They ain't never
I
gonna
feel
know
you,
what's
I
real.
feel you, I feel you, man.
Now,
So
I'm gonna start this show off by letting
go
everybody
ahead.
know what's in my cup is in my cup. So I just want to let y'all know it might be water, it might be moonshine. But if y'all see me smiling later, assume what you want to. It might just be because I'm happy to see you on here.
That boy over there sitting on that moonshine on that hen dog, that hen dog is my favorite, man. I
Man,
always go I always go back to that, man.
man, how you been this week, man?
Man, I've been all right, man. I've been kicking these Madden live streams. You feel me? Finally getting the ball rolling with that. Won some, lost some. Madden be on some BS sometimes too, but you know what it is. And win some, lose some. At least I don't never get blown out. That's the main factor in that right there. And we wanted to get to this one comment right here, Devon Stanford. What's good? What's good, fam? You a loyal one, man. You a
Hey,
loyal one.
Vaughn, what's good with you, Bo? Thank you
What's
so much for
good?
chilling out with us, fam.
But yeah, all I've been doing really is kicking it with these Madden live streams, trying to get this watch time up. You feel me? Doing a YouTuber lifestyle. I be seeing you doing your grind over there as well. I check it out.
Hey, man, I do it because I enjoy it, man. I just like talking about sports and giving other people something to watch because it's to the point nowadays where it's like whenever I have some free time, instead of going and turning on the TV, I go look on YouTube to see what people are talking about. It's like a changing of the eras, bro.
Right, like we was having a conversation in the chat. We was having a conversation in the chat. I think Maggie brought it up. Miss Maggie T. She brought it up. That sports is really going in this direction. So we like catching it at the right time with this. We catching it
Yeah.
at the right time with this. Enjoy my world. Said hi, fellas. What's
Joy,
up? What's up? What's going on?
what's going on, Joy?
But yeah, man, I feel like we're going in the right space and at the right time, man. And it's our time to fly, man. You feel me? Yeah,
Time
you
to
see
spread them
the
wings.
comments starting to roll around. Appreciate
Definitely.
y'all joining in. Devon Stanford says all is well in the land of the living. Blessed to see another day. Amen. Cause this world is crazy. This world is crazy. Joseph Thornton, what's good? You didn't think
What's
you was
up,
gonna see
fam?
us again? Oh, we surprised y'all, didn't we? Yeah. Hey man. So, uh, what 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 what's going on in your mind, man? What's going on in your mind, man?
Man, so this whole football thing is come and gone. It hadn't went the way that we wanted it to go for the Falcons, but it be like that sometimes. So we
Ever?
got to move forward. Yeah, this is actually one of those situations where it's like you know we could look to new horizons as far as the Falcons go. But right now, we got to look at what these Hawks are doing, man. NBA is in full effect, bro.
NBA is in full effect, and NBA is in the crazy swing of things right now. Um, so we want to get right into it after I read these next few comments.
Yeah.
And Joseph Thornton said what's good. So I see they talking amongst each other. So all right. So we want to go ahead and get the cat out the bag.
Go ahead and pop. Go ahead and let that thing pop on out of there, Bo.
Go ahead. Hey, I feel you. I feel you. So, all right. I know everybody has heard, everybody has seen. But what in the world, man?
What in the world? What's going on with them boys, man?
What in the world is going down there in Brooklyn, bro?
BROOK.
Them Brooklyn Birds down there. What's going on, man? New York, y'all all right? Y'all okay? Corona didn't hit you too hard, did it? Because I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and let you say what you got to say about this, man. Go ahead, man. Go
Man,
on. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all something. So I put up a video earlier today about this. It's like, look, if the Brooklyn Nets think that James Harden is going to be the reason why they James Harden is going to be the reason why they just magically win the NBA championship, they got another thing coming. I'm gonna go ahead and say it like that, man. Everybody think that James Harden coming to Brooklyn, it's a new big three or whatever, but
right.
You got three people with, in my opinion, have like three of the worst attitudes in the NBA.
You think so?
Oh yeah, all day.
Go ahead.
Like,
okay.
I've never seen nobody sit down and sing "Kumbaya" with Kyrie Irving. Like Kyrie Irving had the big breakup with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everybody gets along with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Then he went to Boston. Boston actually played. They hated the man so much they played better when he wasn't even playing. Then they get the Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Championships. He doesn't even come to the game. What in the world? So then last season when they're in the bubble, they say, "Oh, Kyrie, you can't come to the bubble." So he's making this whole thing talking about how he just wants to go ahead and nobody should go to the bubble. Do you think it's because he was caring about the NBA players, or it's because he couldn't go to the bubble?
Man, I think he's selfish.
Yes.
I think he's very selfish. I think he's a crybaby. I think he's a spoiled brat. The truthful thing of it is, man, he hasn't been ish without LeBron.
Exactly.
He has been nothing. He has been nothing without LeBron. First of all, he can barely stay on the court to be even considered one of the great players. And he's too ball dominant. They're going to run into the same situation that Houston did when they grabbed another ball dominant player, which is Russell Westbrook. So now you got three of them that want to take that last shot. Oh, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. They might get their way in the playoffs, but somehow in the playoffs it's going to all fold and it's going to be a big story to tell. Watch. I don't see nothing happening from this. Nothing at all.
Do you see a finals? Do you see a finals run for him?
Do I see a finals run for him? I mean, they're going to contend for the East. I get them that. Of course, you got Miami that's still probably going to be the same. And depending on what these Hawks feel like they want to do, because they've been pissing me off lately too. I think. I mean, talent-wise, they got a chance. Yeah, to go to the finals. Yeah, I get them that. What you think?
I mean, like if we look at the East right now, it's just one of those situations where it's like, who is the team? Like who is the team in the East that could make that run? I see they already. I see that they already going crazy in the chats. They finna start busting out the jokes. So I already know it's gonna pop off.
Said, how come James Harden built like a sloppy baked potato?
I already knew they were coming with it.
hey, let me just say something real quick. Man.
Get off your chest, Playboy.
What was it? What show was it? With you and K-Style. It was just when you were just kicking it with him. Man, Look, dog. Look, hey. When he put that picture up, and y'all know what picture I'm talking about. When he put that picture up, I knew it was coming. And I don't want to feel bad, but I kind of feel like I set it off with the damn back in the 1800 BC joke, and then everybody rolled on that. And that was like a hilarious. That was the funniest moment out of this whole season. Out of this whole season. Appreciate you, K Styles, for that. But he bit by like a sloppy baked potato, man. Enjoy my
Y'all ain't
world,
right.
cause not into BL, but my boyfriend said they should win the East. She's probably talking about the Nets. Then they should. With them three names, they should. But I don't know if it's clear cut, but they have a chance. What you think about that?
Well, look, man. So y'all remember what happened in Infinity Wars? So Captain America, Iron Man,
Oh,
Thanos, Hulk, all them guys, they got together. But whenever Thanos, whenever he was trying to get that fifth stone, he snapped them fingers.
man, what McCall had to do, Thor, he just should have went for the head. Go for the head, bro. Like, what you going for his chest for? That was dumb. But it was a way. It was a way to keep the movies rolling for the second
Yeah,
part to come in. Cause Thor could have had him right then and there. It would have been
yeah, he
over with.
could have. He
But
could have.
they gotta make a story out of it. But I feel you, man. And that Thanos is LeBron James.
That's LeBron James.
LeBron James is still getting it done at this age. And we try to put a timetable of when he's going to stop. I stopped trying that. I'm like, you know what? We just gonna see it when it happens. We
Exactly.
just gonna see it when it happens. We got a couple more comments that strolled through. Let's see. Joseph Thornton said you got 3 scoring divas and no bench.
Mm.
What you
But
think
Cherish
about that,
Levert,
Coach, man? What you think about that, man?
like Cherish
I
Levert was the
agree.
guy. I agree too. Cherish Levert was that dude. Like people slept on him,
The
man.
trade.
Yeah, he's in Houston now.
Give me the full breakdown. I just heard about the trade of him. Who did the Rockets get?
So it was a so this was a 14 trade. So
All right. So
so
what happened?
so the Cavaliers, the Pacers, the Nets, and the Rockets. All these teams were involved. So Houston got Oladipo, and they also got, I want to say they got Levert, and then they got like 4 first-round picks.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then they swapped, and then
Yeah.
they're able to swap 4 first-round picks after that. So it's like they came out like bandits on this one, and then I know Jared Allen, he also got traded, so that's your big man right there. It's like if anybody been watching the NBA, your boy DeAndre Jordan, he ain't been getting that much time.
I was just about to ask about him. I ain't been seeing him.
Yeah, because Jared Allen, like I don't know if you've been watching here lately. Jared Allen, he's been putting up 20 and 10 consistently, especially
Yeah.
since Kevin Durant's been out. Like he's
Yeah.
been beasting. So it's like you made a good assumption. Like you made a good point there. They literally just gave away their bench, and now they just got all these big names. And it's like whenever crunch time comes, like we know that these guys ain't gonna get along with each other. It's gonna be a disaster.
James Harden gonna hit him with that. And it's gonna be like, oh well. But they're gonna get a lot of foul calls now down there
Oh
in
yeah,
Brooklyn. Let me just tell you that. There's gonna be a lot of free throws up in there.
there's gonna
And
be
it's
some
gonna
slow
be
game.
you gonna have them games where he hot, and then you're gonna have them games where he gonna want to shoot 33s in the game
Yep,
and only make like 7.
yep,
So
yep.
Devon Stanford said Kyrie Irving is the equivalent of a Rubik's cube. Confusing, right? Confusing, man. Hey, man, it is. Kyrie lost me when he said the world was flat. That's it.
Man,
He 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 lost me there. He lost me as one of the favorite players too at that moment. Cause I don't want me to be a fan of a player that says that. I can't be on that bandwagon. I can't be on that talk, bro. So I had to, as soon as he said that, I said, "Oh, dang time."
You had to alleviate yourself from the situation.
Right. Joseph Thornton said Houston got the win. So you think they got the best out of that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'd rather have 4 first-round picks than a guy who, you know, I mean, let's say, I mean, he's selfish. Than a guy who's selfish, who obviously doesn't care about the team, because you seen how he threw the team under the bus last night, right?
Yeah, I seen it. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah. So it's like, you put all that stuff together. Then it's like he comes in overweight. You know, he burn more calories at the strip club than he do trying to stay in shape to play basketball.
Boy.
Like if he put the same energy in eating the wings at the strip club as he did in trying to play basketball, he'd be doing good.
Devon Stanford. Devon Stanford said Steve Nash gonna need some of that moonshine to get through the season with these 3 headaches. He gonna need a couple of goody powders too.
Man, like I told you, Devon. Now we don't know what it is, but this could be water. See, you making assumptions.
Man, look, that look like pure vodka right there. Joseph Thornton said that the Nets will make it into the playoffs.
Oh
yeah, they better. Oh, I'm gonna roast their ass some more. I'm gonna roast them horribly if they don't with all them. Harden eat a Philly before every game. Y'all keep coming in rolling with the funny comments, and we'll let you know who got the comment of the night. You know how we do. And oh yeah, we don't care if it's 500 people watching us or 4 or 6. Shout out them area codes, man.
Y'all already know what time it is. We want to see where y'all from. Finna give y'all that shout out, man.
But that was funny. That was funny right there. Oh my God. And Jake the Snake podcast show. The earth is flat. What is not wet. Houston is irrelevant and the Nets have become a circus. Start of 2021 in a lump sum.
That's true, man.
And also, if y'all enjoy some content of San Diego, Los Angeles, over in that area, check out the Snakes Sports Talk Show. He does very good content, and I think it's another one, a network that he be on. Hey, Jake, go ahead and put the name of the show below, so I can say it out to give y'all a little shout out, man. And Devon Stanford says Harden is definitely hogging the donuts and the team practices. Oh man, my God, bro.
Y'all ain't right, man. Y'all ain't right.
Y'all ain't here rolling. We got a couple of area codes in here. Devon Stafford said 757 by the way of 478. Joseph Thornton said 229 in the building. And then you got my favorite, the 404 is in the house.
The 404.
404 ATL. Shawty already know what it is. But enough about these guys. Brooklyn, Houston, the beard, the crazy guy, and the guy that never seen a hairbrush in a day in his life.
Well, you better stop talking about that man like that, man.
that man gonna create a backup Twitter page talking about me, man. You know how he be on social media. I don't like that.
Man. Somebody said that Kevin Durant got his hair cut with a jagged rock. They said that's why his hair looks like that.
Snake podcast, the Snake Sports Talk Show. It says it's the Snake Sports Talk Show. And like and subscribe, and also subscribe to Spotlight Sports Network. Shout out from Las Vegas, fellas. Las Vegas in the building. Sin City.
Las Vegas.
Sin City. Sin City in the building. And Joseph Thornton said Harden got some Snickers in his beard.
Man.
Oh, man. So we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes of this, man. Hey,
Real
man.
meat and taters.
We're going to talk about, a team that's very young, a team that got some talent now, a team that can do it if they choose to. We're going to talk about these Atlanta Hawks, man. And these Atlanta Hawks, boy, they started off, let me get this straight. They started off, what, 4-0? Correct me if I'm wrong. They started off 4-0, right?
I
And
think it was
then
3-0.
3-0, 4-0, one of them.
Yeah.
And then I think they lost one, and then they won one, and then lost 4 or 5 straight. To last night they finally got a win.
Yeah.
My question to y'all: what in the world happened to the Hawks' hot start? It seemed like we knew it's gonna be a point of the season to where. Let me put this straight. We know it's gonna be a point in the season where you're gonna have a hot streak, you're gonna have a cold streak. But then you got fans like the Atlanta Hawks fans that was proud to see something like this. Like, okay, maybe we taking steps in that right direction. Maybe we actually getting it going. And then we revert back to the same Atlanta teams, man, blowing lead after lead after lead. I don't know what it is about these Georgia sports teams. Thank God I'm not a UGA fan, but I'm adding y'all in this too. Like, it seems like all the Georgia sports teams just like, hey, man, we're going to go up by 20 and then lose. Let's see who can do it the best.
That's good TV. Like, what?
So, in a coaching perspective, man, what happened to the Hawks' hot start? What happened to them?
Oh, man. I don't know. It's just like Devon said, like, it's still early.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of new pieces to the team, and I think everybody's still trying to figure out how to play together. And Joseph, he also said that injury bug, man, it's really been biting us, bro. Like, we can't really we're still trying to kind of get things off the ground. And a Kongwu, he still hasn't played, and I know it took Clint Capella a while to get to the point where he could play in consistent minutes. So yeah, I mean, if we could get all that figured out, man, I think we still got a chance to make a playoff run.
Yeah, man. I still believe that we're going to the playoffs. I still don't think we ain't gonna fall no further than like 7th or 6th, and possibly get no higher than like maybe like 3 or 4. But like I said, don't be surprised. I ain't retracting back on my statement that I made a couple of weeks back. If they get it together, they can be number 1. I don't care who they got over there in Brooklyn.
Man, number 1?
The Monsters got beat too. It took Michael Jordan. It took Michael Jordan to come through, and we ain't got no Jordan. We ain't got no Jordan or no Kobe or no LeBron or no LeBron.
So it took a terror artist 404 to come through to help them beat the Monstars. That's basically.
I wish that was the case. You know what my position was on that team, man. I put Michael's secret stuff in the bottle, and I had nothing to do with that. But no, man, I was a little kid when that thing came out. You know that. But Joseph Thornton made a good point saying the injury bug sooner or later teams figure you out. Yeah, you're gonna have to switch things up. NBA is a long season. It's gonna be Knicks and next, and I think the rookie I'm gonna push his name.
A Kongwu.
A Kongwu. makes his made his debut last night, or he's making it tonight, or he's making it soon. So we'll be able to finally get to see what he got. I don't know how he's going to mix him in with everybody else with the rotation, but hopefully when we get this team fully healthy and together, we can see it all flourish, man.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to play tonight, but they postponed the game because of the COVID.
Oh, they postponed it?
Yeah, they postponed it. There's a big outbreak in the NBA right now, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is why, like me and my wife, we were talking about this earlier when we were saying that this is a microcosm of society. Like if you put let them go in a bubble, no one caught it. But you got teams are still going. This next season, teams are going from place to place and playing and could go home. And in James Harden's case, go to the strip club with no mask on. And it's like now we got a legit outbreak out right now in the NBA, man. And it's sad.
Man, look, they might as well just go back to the bubble.
Yeah.
Have all NBA teams go to the bubble, wherever they want to go. They can have it. And start it off like that because, like you said, nothing happened in that time besides Lou Williams want to stop back home against some Waynes. At the good old Magic City, he wanted to see them do the what is it, the Buster challenge on the pole.
Man, Lou know he wasn't right.
With his wins, but it's the Atlanta in us, man. It's just like he got the money to go to Magic City. I wanted it because I know what's at stake. I'd rather win the championship, help my team win a championship.
Yeah,
I can come back. I can come back to Atlanta, man.
Yeah,
come back to Atlanta.
You got the rest of your life for that.
Coach Thornton said the chemistry is not off. They'll be okay.
Oh yeah,
man. We believe that for sure, man. And when you're watching the ATLIENS Sports Zone, you can just kick back and relax because we trying to just give you that cool, that chill vibe. You know what I mean, right? Homeboy, home girl, non-stuck up, no BS type of thing, man. We just trying to kick it back and relax and enjoy talking with y'all. So we appreciate everybody. And if y'all can do us a favor, go over to ATLIENS Sports Zone and hit that subscribe button, man.
Definitely. We just chilling out and chopping it up, man. Just chilling out and chopping it up. You know what they need to do though, Tom?
What's up? Go ahead.
They send them to the bubble just so they don't have to fall into temptation again. They send them boys to the bubble. They might as well just send like 25, 30 strippers, to the bubble too.
Yeah. Yeah, had them test out.
Have them test out.
And then get negative results. And then they get their negative. They get to go down there and make their money. The women still get to make their money. And then them boys can still be happy. If he got a wife, like me and him do, we got a wife at home, so we're going to be like, hey, man, we would hope they'll be like, hey, we can't, I can't be doing all of this and all the temptation. I'm just going to go to the room by myself.
Exactly.
But, yeah, man. And Kevin Durant had look like the map off for the 5 boroughs in New York.
Man, y'all better stop talking about Kevin Durant. I know Kevin don't like being picked on, man.
Dude, that he
y'all ain't right.
He gonna create a burner YouTube too. He gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna create a YouTube channel just to get out these people. Let's get their channel off of here, man. They talking too much about me already, and they only got about 25 subscribers, man. but like MJG and 8 Ball, we coming out hard. Hey, man, Joseph Thornton said, we his dudes, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, bro.
That for real.
Much love, man. Much love.
It takes a lot to jump off the porch. You know how the rappers be like, I jumped off the porch, came outside. It takes a lot to jump off the porch. We appreciate Mad Mike Atlanta Falcons Nation. We are still a part of them, of course.
Oh yeah, that's fam. That's fam, man.
The Falcons don't come back until later on in the year, so we had to talk about some Hawks. Yeah, and we appreciate the love, man. We appreciate the love. Ghost Peppers says, "What's up, fellas? Got a question. Do y'all think it's a good idea for the Hawks to trade John Collins? Ooh, a lot of speculations and rumors. Let's see here. Well, okay, we can kind of get into that right now, Lo, because it makes in between it.
Yeah.
So this segment is the Atlanta Hawks trouble between Trey and John. But then we had the question from Ghost Peppers. What you think?
I guess we got to ask the question, do we think we could win a championship with John Collins?
To me, my thing about John Collins is he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player. But for the money he's asking, he ain't that good.
He ain't that good.
He is really becoming, like, to me, like a B plus or B talented of a player. Because he got so much potential. He does.
Yeah, he does.
It just, I don't see him being that type of guy to where that, we had to pay him that much, man. What do you think about that?
Man, I think that he's been in the league for a while now. So it's like I don't see him progressing that much more. So it's like, he came in the league, he had a lot of potential. And sometimes it's like, John, he'll slip up and he'll get you 35 and 15. But, it's not on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he could jump out the gym and everything. And, he got a little bit of a 3-point stroke, but I need it consistently. I need it consistently. So it's like, we asking for that max contract. I can't do it.
William Amy said, let's talk about this drought coming up. You want to add this into another topic towards the end of us talking about the Hawks, so we can get to him as well?
Yeah, we definitely.
We can kind of like chop it up. So William Amy, you stick around the show. I'm about to make this a topic on here now, and we will get to it. Trust me. That's probably going to be one of our longest segments of it. Devon Stafford said he love KD. And what type of way you saying that, man? I feel some sarcasm with that. It's just like, I love you, man, but you tripping. You be tripping with your hair. I mean, K-Styles got a whole video about where you get your hair cut from. I mean, you got a YouTube out here talking about you, man. And William Amy said, yo, what is up, Savannah, Georgia? Let's talk about this new
9-1 Deuce.
Right. So we're going to have a portion. Just because of that, we're going to have a portion talking about the Atlanta Falcons towards the end. How about that, you guys? How about that? I'm about to create it right now. But so I'm going to let you get to this while I'm creating it right now. Atlanta Hawks trouble between Trey and John. Let's go.
Yeah, so I remember you were actually telling me about this. You were saying that John Collins said that he thinks we should slow the offense down a little bit more because, Trey is just getting a little bit too reckless. At the end of the day, it's like that's who Trey is. Like Trey's the guy that has the superstar potential. You're the guy who, and I never got finished answering that question a while ago as far as trading him or whatever. Like, we definitely do need to go ahead, and I think we should go ahead and get rid of him because he's not a max player to me. So it's like with him not being able to consistently get those points and rebounds like a top-notch max player would, I mean, why keep him? We could try to see if we could figure something else out. He's already trying to stifle what Trae Young is doing. Of course he wants to slow the ball down. The more that we slow the ball down, the more it benefits him. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to do what's beneficial for the better player. Trae Young is the better player in this situation. So, yeah, I think right now with that question that you're asking, with the trouble between Trae and John, I don't know at what level this trouble is, if there's any kind of dissension in the ranks, but it might be best to go ahead and move on. Just go ahead and move on and cut your bait, see what else you could get.
John Collins is a movable piece.
Yeah.
If you look at it right, next year after this season, they're gonna have to pay Trae Young.
Yep.
Who in the blue monkey HE double hockey sticks you think that money going to? Hello? Who you think that money going to? John? No. They finna load up on Trae. Just get ready for that. Cause not only because he's a good player, you've been having all these rumors and stuff about him potentially going to LA just because who he signed by. Do you think the Hawks want to hear that? Do you think they gonna be like, look, bro, we're trying to build you a formidable team now. We're trying to get you to win for now. Now, what else? They gonna be like, how much we gotta pay you, man? It might be one of the biggest contracts of this time right now. They might empty the clip on them and let it load. But you can't blame them. You can't blame him. To me, he's not a ball hog. I don't think he's doing that on purpose. I don't think he's doing that on purpose because he's still coming out 30 points, 10 assists, 25, 14 assists, 21, 15 assists. And you see plays where he perfectly looks for people, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's the type that rather pass than score. He just got that touch to score. So, man, I just think John Collins went about it the wrong way. I felt like this should have been more like try to get away from the camera as much as possible. I understand that they NBA players, they always be in front of a camera. They're known. Saying it in the locker room ain't safe no more either because they got people leaking into the locker room.
Yeah.
Trae is the guy for this team. You're absolutely right. He is what's going to bring the star power here. Because who knows? Him and a couple of other people might be trade baits to get somebody like bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. And Devon Stanford said he's agreed with me. He can play, but not to the level of money he's after. Exactly. Now, he's a good rotational piece to have, yeah. But it's also better. It's better people out there for the same amount of money that he's asking for. So, I think he needs to just quite humble himself. And I'm going to let you get into this one. Ghost Pepper says, I agree, Lo. It's time to move on from Collins.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Definitely. It's like, I mean, I ain't finna pay you that money. It's a stalemate at the end of the day, man. Why we gonna sit out here and do all this talking? It's like you valuing yourself more than you think you should be. That's all that it is at the end of the day. You think you're something that you're not. I ain't finna pay you off potential, Bo. You done had all these years to do something, you ain't done it. It's like you had you almost had every different type of team to play on. So it's like, why should we pay you this super max deal and cripple ourselves for somebody who might get us 28 and 12 one night, and then doggone might get us 12 and 8 one night? So it's like, why do that? I'm getting tired of these B- players. Yes, John Collins is an elite athlete. He can jump out the gym. And, every now and then, he can hit a 3-point. Cool. But if you talk about getting to the next level, that's not who you want. That's not who you want. Are you trying to get to the next level and make deep playoff runs? Or are you trying to be the, I don't know, random team? Are you trying to be the Memphis Grizzlies? Because Memphis Grizzlies got a whole roster full of those guys except for Ja Morant. Like, they're good players, but there's nobody out there that, you see them on the schedule, you be like, oh man, they got that dude. So yeah, man, like ain't nobody trying to. I'm getting tired of the B level, B minus level, C plus players. That's all I'm saying. If you give this guy a contract,
you said that exactly when I told you about Danilo Gallinari.
Yes, Danilo Gallinari always hurt. Every team he go to, he'll start off do so good. Next thing you know, oh man, Danilo's hurt. He'll come back.
I was excited to have him in 2K. Now I hate him.
Why you say that?
Bruh, man. I'll be passing it wide open to him on 2K, bro. And then he misses it. And not only he misses it all the time. Not only does he miss it all the time, how do you short a 3-point from the corner? You're wide open, no pressure. Mind you, I got that Cam Ready series that I got going on my YouTube channel. Y'all can go check that out. I don't record my player, but what I will do, I will start like when I start going back to the park and stuff, because I started my player all the way over from scratch because I wanted the new whole team. And when I start going live in the park and stuff, like that, I will be going live, in the park, dusting some fools. But I ain't gonna lie, it's been kind of quiet since Next Gen is popping now. Ain't nobody out there.
Oh, really?
But it just like, do you consider him almost as equivalent as Tat McKinley? Because like John Collins, because he's been more productive than Tat McKinley. Let's just be real. But Tat McKinley wanted to get paid from the Falcons. The Falcons denied his 5th-year option. He throws a hissy fit. He goes to Twitter. He talks all the time. Now, John hasn't did that. But you can tell this kind of frustration of, okay, he wants to be the guy. But he ain't the guy. So, the Atlanta Falcons, what do? They cut ties attack. Deuces. We're not going to pay you this, and you give us a sack a season. So, you want big checks, you need to be that big man.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got to go put some muscle on. You're going to have to put some grown man muscle on because he still looked as small as when he came in the league. But
why you attacking that man's physical appearance here, artist?
Because, man, it's just like, okay, I'm used to the bigger centers. I know everybody can't beat Shaq.
No.
Everybody can't beat Joel Embiid. I understand. Everybody can't beat Hakeem the Dream.
Yeah.
But come on, man. I just need the NBA to go back to that. I need to live to see the NBA go back to, get to the hole, get the mid-range, pass it to your big man, let the big man eat them pretty post moves you used to see from Tim Duncan and stuff like that, man. It's missed in today's game. Joseph Thornton said he ain't no Dominique Wilkins, just saying, oh no, and they didn't even pay him. This man got a statue outside of where you play, and they let that man go. Dominique, number 20. He is the second reason why we were number 21 in Atlanta. Deion Sanders, Dominique Wilkins.
Neek.
And he is the highlight film. The reason why they was calling that place that. But they let him go. And that's the last time that Atlanta really had a superstar. Don't tell me Joe Johnson.
Man.
He was hit and miss. He was too quiet. But Trae Young is on the hill. We got us one. And he is not no Dominique. Devon Stafford said the last time he tried to put money on, he got
Devon off the chain, bro.
That boy took that Jalen Collins route,
Man.
huh? That boy took that Jalen Collins route, man. Devon Stanford also said if he goes somewhere else, he won't get the money he wants. If he goes to the Lakers, he coming off the bench. It's, it's going dip. This is what I'm gonna tell you, man. If he goes to the Lakers, this is how it's gonna be. And man, I know you're a big LeBron fan over there, so don't get your panties in a bunch.
I
Low.
ain't no LeBron fan. I'm a Lakers fan.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I
okay,
couldn't
okay,
stand them. Couldn't
okay,
stand them
okay.
in Cleveland. Couldn't stand them in Miami. Still not my favorite guy now. But
you just dealing with him here. You just
I'm just,
dealing with him here.
I'm honestly just dealing with LeBron. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we can break this down real quick then.
Okay.
You're not gonna be biased about it, and I like
No.
that. So all right. So not to jump off the subject, but this kind of ties into what he just said. A player has his own team, right? And he balls out, i.e., J.R. Smith, Kevin Love. I'm talking about J.R. with the Nuggets and with the Knicks.
With the Knicks, yeah.
And then Kevin Love when he was over in where he was?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. We ain't gonna talk about Kyrie, because Kyrie was still like scoring and stuff like that with him. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, people like that. Have you noticed that they're not themselves, they don't play the same as when they get with LeBron? Now check this out. Check this out. Kyle Kuzma, the year before LeBron came, he was starting to get a name in the NBA, along with Lonzo Ball. People start talking about him. He gets, LeBron gets there. Of course, he's a sidekick. All of a sudden, he can't play no more. That is a trend. J.R. Smith, they say about J.R. Smith, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Love, everybody that's a star that comes over there and that plays with LeBron do not look the same. And you know why?
Why?
It is no movement in the offense, no whatsoever like that. It's like, give me the ball, and once they triple and double team me, you be open for the three waiting on that. So, because it's also funny, Danny Green could not hit nothing last year. Now he goes away and he's hitting everything again.
Going off.
Because he know he gonna get the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because whatchamacallit, Collins is gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. He's gonna be waiting at that corner three. He's gonna be froze. So that's right, Devon. He ain't gonna be the same, man. He ain't gonna be the same. Let's see. Joseph Thornton said, "Tell him to hit hard enough on how to gain some pounds." Oh man, I don't know. You want him around him? Hey, gonna have John in the strip club for real, for real. And Devon said his Trey team hands down. Trey get his teammates involved in the passing lane and still get his. Exactly. He's still giving you buckets. He's still giving you highlights, and he's still throwing them no look passes, and he's still getting them people the ball. So just chill, John. Play your role, man.
Now, Devon Stanford, he has Ghost Peppers. What do you think we could get back if we traded them to the Lakers?
What you think, Coach?
I mean, what do the Lakers have to give us? You know, I mean, it's not like you're gonna get a high draft pick from them. I don't want nobody besides LeBron or AD on that team. Like, they can keep Kyle Kuzma. I don't want him.
That'd be some ish they pull off too.
Oh yeah, you already.
I'm like, man, I don't want that, man. I'd rather us settle and get a team to bite that got young talent.
Yeah.
Go
ahead and get me. If they want to make that trade, go ahead and get me Karl Anthony Towns. That's what I want. Give me the cat.
He said he saw Kyle Kuzma and maybe a pick or two.
I don't want no Kyle Kuzma.
Lord, y'all want Kyle Kuzma in Atlanta with that Cisco hair he be wearing, bro? Come on, man. And then he coming to Atlanta with a haircut like that. Boy, that boy gonna be in what's that place? Midtown before you know it. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into this next topic, I guess. Is Lloyd Pierce the right coach for the Atlanta Hawks?
No.
Go ahead and speak your case.
That's a big negative, Ghost Rider. I mean, he's just not. Like, he's just not, man.
Okay, it's funny. It's funny.
I mean,
So I kind of, not to cut you off, but I kind of got into it. Not got into it when we were talking about it. And I want your input on this too while you're talking about that. Will he be what Mark Jackson was to the Golden State? Meaning that next coach after is going to get the job done?
But the difference between him and Mark Jackson is Mark Jackson was actually coaching that team up. Like, and they were getting better and better. Like, you could see progress. It's like this team was playing almost like they did last year. You know, the reason why they started off very slow is because John Collins wasn't playing. But it's like they're doing the same exact things that they were doing last year. It's like you actually seen Golden State progress with Mark Jackson. With Lloyd Pierce and these guys, it's like I just don't think it's the move, man.
Hey, man. They said you can coach the Falcons and the Hawks, man. Boy, you about to be 2 Chainz Shawty up in here. Go ahead and do it.
Hey, double duty. Think I want double fistle all day.
Hey, man. Hey, if you do that, man, in basketball, you need to have me on your coaching staff.
You already know. You already know, man.
Yeah, give me that assistant coach. I'm taking that on that one, man. I'm taking that on that one.
You know, they said the assistant coaches do all the coaching. Like, the head coach is like, he'll organize stuff. Assistant coaches do everything.
Man, whatever. What's up, Edwin?
What's up, Ed?
Edwin 0011. What's up? What's happening? And he said the Rockets messed up trading LeVert for Oladipo. So,
hey, man, LeVert, that dude. People sleep on LeVert, man. It's like Oladipo. I know he's had issues with his injury. A lot of people forget that he was like a top 6 or 7 player in the NBA for a while now for that injury. Yeah. So, you know, people forget that. Question is he going to come back from it?
That boy took that step up, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm talking about, I don't know if Russell Westbrook helped him for some reason, boy, but y'all think I'm ish because I have played in Orlando? All right. Boy, he that dude.
He said that Russell Westbrook, like, helped him get to that next level, like taught him how to train, taught him how to practice and prepare for games and everything. And you can tell.
He said they'll be trying to get Struder back.
Man, they can keep Struder. They can keep Struder.
Hey, Ghost Pepper said we're gonna get the Edwin and Devon Stanford real quick. Coach Lowe, Deion Sanders version of coaching basketball/football, man. Hey, Deion Sanders, boy, he pulling some names down there in that little small college, bro.
Hey, he is.
I think he's gonna do a very good job.
He's gonna change the whole culture. He's gonna change the whole culture for HBCUs, man.
But it's crazy, man. It takes a coach with swagger like that, man. I mean, who had more swagger on the field than Deion Sanders, bro?
Nobody,
man. And I think he's that perfect coach because of this. He can still relate to the youth because he know what it feel like to be that outstanding player or be that player that like loves the media or talks like that. entertaining like that because that was him. And
Yeah.
he sounds so smooth talking, man. Like smooth talk. Hey man,
Hey,
I would love to get a lesson from crime, man. Even if it's just like life in general, man. But
hey,
Edwin, what Devon said, time for some Lloyd Pierce jokes.
let's let's get him. Let's hear him.
Get them Lloyd Pierce jokes in, man. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to move on for Lloyd. Like he a good dude.
Edwin says all the people are gonna want that max money too, and the vote was cheap, and they would have him locked up for 3 years.
Yeah.
Man, look, okay, that injury, yeah, but I think I would look at Oladipo before I look at
What you
Collins.
look at? Oh, really? You take
I
Depot before
mean,
you take Colin?
man, we need that type of attacking two guard though, not one that just sit there. Hey, I'm right here, Kevin Herter, 1 step, 2 step, shoot it, and then you got Bogdan, man. Bogdan, he's so on and off. He's so on and off and don't got no dribble moves. We don't need that person that can put it on the floor with Trey. That Trey
Yeah.
can just sit back and be like, dang, he did that. I ain't had to do nothing. Woo!
What about your boy Cam though? Cause Cam steady.
Cam said he going to. Man. I believe that Cam.
But you know, Cam he can run that 3 though.
He can run that 2 or the 3.
Yeah.
So he's very flexible. I don't see him going nowhere for no time. But yeah, my opinion on Lloyd Pierce is hell no. No, hell to no. It is because the reasons are I realize his rotational skills are trash.
Terrible.
You up by 15 points and you wait until after you done lost that lead to bring your people back in. That's supposed to be like 10-point thing. Okay,
Yeah.
say like if they cut it down to like 6, 7, you're supposed to put them back in. If you're up by 20 and it gets to like 12 or 10, you put them back in so you can have some points ahead of you to help you out in the long run. This man, what in the world? Where we get him from, man? Philadelphia, they can have him back. We just want a Philly cheesesteak for you, bro. That's it.
You're gonna have to fight him away from James Harden because he's all over.
Bogdan, a shooter, yeah, but we got too many shooters.
We got a lot of shooters.
We need somebody that can with Trey.
We need that guy right here. Boom, boom.
Exactly.
That's what we need.
Right, man. It's just too much of a good thing. But what Bogdan's on, he on.
Oh yeah.
But when he off, he is off.
When it's good, it's good.
Like a J.R. Smith switch. You want the sober, or do you want the one that just had the Henny bottle in the back and it's like, all right, let's go. That's the one that's gonna be making half court shots like it ain't nothing. Shoot. As soon as he gets sober, that boy don't know the time clock. He don't know that he up in the finals game.
He ain't never gonna live that down, man.
Boy, man, what? That's up there with our Super Bowl, man. That like, I mean, our Super Bowl was a meltdown, but that was a retard moment. That was a retard moment, man. So, any more comments you want to get to? Devon Stanford said Cal would work if he was consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he was consistent, but I think okay, because this is what we had problems with Cam Reddish. I think LeBron stops the growth of people.
Yeah.
What would you think so?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I could definitely see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think like those lower level players, I think he does bring them up a little bit though. Like people like your Alex Caruso's or your I don't know, Booby Gibson's, you know,
Ruby.
Booby. I mean, you know, just random players like that, players that like barely made the roster. Like I feel like he helps elevate those guys. But I mean, yeah, you know, because Kevin Love, he was putting up 30 and 20 all the time. He came to Cleveland, and that was a thing of the past.
Right.
Definitely.
Chris Bonds was the perennial all-star in Toronto. Now they talking about he trash. Boy, what? Like, come on, man. That tip rebound to Ray Allen was so clutch. Even the tip was just as clutch as that shot.
Yeah. Yeah. He should never have to buy a drink in Miami again.
He probably don't. Probably don't. Ghost Pepper said he's referring to Dion's coaching / baseball career instead. Lowe would be a coach in football and / basketball in Atlanta. Anyway, to Tara and Lowe. Damn good ATL sports content. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that love, man.
Even though he comes with the sports talk and I come with the gaming for both, we both represent the ATL, man. I just had to throw that out there, man, because it ain't a lot of people using the Falcons on YouTube, and ain't a lot of people using the Hawks. Now, when I start doing MLB The Show, if I get the next gen by then, then maybe you might see a lot of Braves. We're gonna see Braves from me too on there. I'm gonna do it all, man. Hey, I'm trying to reach everybody. But we appreciate you, man. We appreciate that for real, for real. That is a great comment right there. So yeah, I think we all agree. No to Lloyd Pierce.
Oh yeah, get him out of here.
Cut him out. Then we gonna get in hopping too. You got anything that you want to say before we get into this next topic of conversation?
Nah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You good? Cause this is the meat and potatoes. This is the one that they got added in to this talk. So you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
This might take us a couple minutes.
I'm cool with it.
We just got to talking about them fools for like 16, 17 weeks straight. We cried, man. We laughed, we was happy like 4 times.
4 and 12.
So let's get into this ATL Dirty Bird. That's my team, man. That is my team. No matter what, ATL for sure. So,
rise up.
8 time down, you feel me? So let's hop into it, Playboy.
All right.
Atlanta Falcons GM shirts and draft. Basically, we open it up to all of y'all in here.
Mm-hmm.
GM, who you want, who you think is gonna get it. Head coach, I meant to put head coach as well. Who do you think should be the head coach? Who you think will be the head coach? And where we go in the draft? I'm gonna let you go first, Lo. You can break that down.
All right, so GM, I think it's going to be Rick Smith or Terry Fontenot. Rick Smith is a former executive from the Houston Texans. Fontenot is executive of the New Orleans Saints. Personally, I would prefer Rick Smith. I think that Texas has made some pretty good draft picks in the last few years. And, you know, I really like the way that they've handled that team. As far as head coach, that is the tricky one. That's what's going to make or break this franchise. So I heard that Eric Bieniemy is no longer. A lot of people saying that Eric Bieniemy doesn't want to move forward with being a head coach this year, probably because he realized that he wasn't ready after doing all of these interviews. Been trying to tell all y'all that for the last 11 weeks. Ain't nobody want to hear me. But just like Terror Artist 404 says all the time, Big Low don't never say I told you so. Now, my homeboy. Nope, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying nothing.
Are we getting an exclusive here?
I ain't saying nothing.
Mayday. Hey, we got a problem here. We're not in Houston. We're in Atlanta, Georgia. Are we gonna get that out of you today?
You ain't getting that out of it, y'all.
So I'm gonna say it. He told y'all so. I'm gonna say it. But go ahead, man. Go ahead, tell him.
So Devon Stanford said that Arthur Smith has gotten a second interview for the Falcons. Look, I know everybody's excited about Arthur Smith, but you also got to consider what Arthur Smith had in Tennessee. Arthur Smith had one of those boys that, you know, he's from a different planet, and Derrick Henry don't make no sense. Whenever he had any issues, he just handed the ball to Derrick Henry. In 3 of the games this year, whenever they won on the last play or close to the last play of the game, guess what he did? He handed the ball to Derrick Henry. So unless you got a Derrick Henry on the Falcons and that same type of offensive line that the Tennessee Titans have, it's not going to be the same thing. So
Arthur Smith.
Yes, well, Arthur Smith.
I agree with you. I mean, he's good, but I agree with you. We don't have that bell cow.
Yeah, we don't have that guy.
So who y'all gonna be tossing to? Brian Hill?
Well, exactly.
Edo Smith.
Now,
bell cow about that, but go ahead.
Just looking at all the coaching candidates that we have out there and the people that have interviewed, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, and y'all might not like this. This might not be the most popular thing to say, but just look at the situation that we were previously in with a 50-year-old coach that was stubborn as all get out, who, you know, he would not change his mind as he continuously kept losing, and he instilled that losing culture into everybody else. We need to go same route that the Rams did and get Joe Brady.
Yo, it's like you was in my mind today. Me and my homie Whitless Terra 70 gaming, go check him out. He do Madden content as well. Man, he's a Rams fan. So we were sitting there really talking about it. He was like, so who would you want to see as the head coach? And the first name came to my mind was Joe Brady, because he's young. What he did in LSU ain't been the same since without him and Burrow. They fell right off the map. Their offense was production trash. Even though he was in Carolina, man, Teddy Bridgewater, really? And he made Robbie Anderson better.
Well, hold. Before you go there now, because I told y'all about Teddy Bridgewater before this season started.
Yeah.
Because y'all forget that Teddy Bridgewater went 5-0 last year with the Saints. And before he got hurt with Minnesota, he had them in playoff contention.
Yeah.
Y'all sleep on Teddy Bridgewater. Robbie Anderson, same thing. Robbie Anderson was a real good wide receiver in New York. Robbie Anderson was burning people's jaws off.
Where?
Robbie Anderson.
Where?
He played with the Jets. When Robbie Anderson played with the Jets, he was burning people's jaws off.
I guess all that losing kind of covered it up, huh?
Yes, it did. Good players play on bad teams too, Bo. Good players play on bad teams too.
Joseph Thornton said, hey, don't get naked.
Don't get naked. Put some clothes on or something, Bo. At least put on a bathrobe. Put some clothes on, man.
We don't want to see it like that.
What? It's like Joe Brady, like the way that offense looked, because I paid attention to it, the way that Panthers offense looked, for them not to have their number one weapon in Christian McCaffrey and still be productive on that offensive side. The reason the Panthers kept losing because they just couldn't stop a nosebleed. But fact of the matter is that Joe Brady, he's a young coach, 31 years old, and he's going to come into the situation with an open mind. And that's the biggest thing to me. I want a guy who sees that something's not working and makes changes. And I'll be happy with that. I'd rather lose in different ways than to keep getting my back broke in the same way.
And what you think about the draft before I go? What you think about the draft, man?
I think we need to trade back.
Trade back, yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to trade back and we need to get as many draft picks as we can because right now the Falcons' budget looks like Big Low Country's budget. They ain't got no money.
Hey, wait. You got some money. You got a little bit. I ain't, whatever. We ain't gonna talk expenses. But I look at my pockets here, and ain't nothing but lint, baby. So they might be down there with me.
You said, wait a minute. You said you look at your pockets.
Yeah.
I ain't even got no pockets. Ain't even no pockets on these pants. That's just how hard I'm doing right now, though. Hard times.
All right, man. Let's get into I guess as you said, trade back, right? For most of the
Yeah.
losers. So let's get more in detail with that. So you would want our first pick to be in the second round?
Let's trade back.
How far back would you go?
I'll trade back like around the 12th pick. Trade back around the 12th pick because then you still getting a good top notch player. Maybe 12th to the 20th or something right there. And look, you seen Ronnie Morris. He said that's her fantasy sleep. See, you sleeping on the good fantasy. That's why you couldn't make it in the League of Champions right there. That's why you couldn't make it.
I understand that he could be used as that, that slot position or that third wide receiver position. I do understand that. I be looking at all that.
No, okay, I hear you.
And he torched our secondary, just like Reggie said. He torched our secondary. So I do take them risks. I do. Y'all just don't want no smoke with the boy like everybody else don't. So y'all ain't gonna let me in to some years from now when I'm like 30-some years old.
The thing is that it's the League of Champions.
Okay, but y'all got to put me in there to prove that I'm a champion.
Well, look, I'm gonna see what I can do. I ain't gonna make no promises.
You ain't gotta make no promises, man. I know it's coming in the near future, man. I won a couple of championships myself.
Oh, so you a champion? Okay.
I've won a couple, man.
Okay, I hear you.
Shouts out to his wife right there. Appreciate you. Yeah. So you said trade back, right? And really quick, half and half five says Trey Young needs to stop ball hogging and start playing people. Shouts out to half and half five.
What's up, half and half? Thanks for chilling out with us, man.
He ain't gonna play no defense. I'm tell you
that. He ain't finna get it. Yeah.
He ain't gonna get dirty like that.
No.
The GM, I agree with you, but then I just want somebody that's not too frugal with their money, but know when to splash at the right time. That was Tommy DeMitro. Probably he want to get everybody that big check that everybody didn't deserve. And he's had some good hits. He's had misses in the draft too. I need somebody that's gonna really look and pay attention to the problem and be like, look, we need to upgrade these lines real quick.
Yeah.
So hopefully the new GM coming to that same mind, whether it's Louis Riddick, whether it's Fartnott. I don't care if that man is from the Saints, bro. Y'all tripping. Look, he ain't gonna be with the Saints. Have you seen what he put over there? This is being non-biased is all I can get. They got some talented people around there. We hate them. We hate their guts. But let's keep it a buck. That's why they in the playoffs. So do you want that or you want the same thing we've been getting? Let me ask you that question. I'll take it. Head coach search. Like I told you, Joe Brady was the first one on my mind. Like, okay, I did say Rex Ryan before, but then, as I had time to think about it, many episodes, many shows between AFN and ATLIENS Sports Zone, I still wouldn't mind Rex Ryan, but that is an older coach that's gonna be stuck in his ways when he comes. It's gonna be an older coach that's stuck in his ways. and he's already been a coach, so he ain't gonna take no BS. He gonna take his way or the highway,
Yeah.
type of thing, type of ordeal. So Joe Brady, if we can get him, get him. Let's take a shot at the dark.
Yeah.
Get him. Cause that's what they did with Sean McVay. Sean McVay was the offensive coordinator for the Redskins, and Kirk Cousins? It said if it wasn't for McVay, my career wouldn't have been the way that it is now. He resurrected.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you look at it, when Jeff Fisher drafted Jared Goff, that man was trash.
Terrible.
All right, all right, all right. He still ain't that good, but from the time that he got from Jeff Fisher to Sean McVay, he started busting out in 1 or 2 years when he was like throwing it everywhere. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 making him better than what he was. And then now he's back to looking the same. But then the backup quarterback comes in because he's hurt for that one game, and he started taking them deep shots all over again, all over again. So I say you go with Joe Brady, man. See what he got. You've seen the college style. Now let's see NFL side. He got his first little taste as an OC in the NFL. Now let's come bring him in. He ain't gonna be
Now,
as fresh to it.
what if I told you
Mm-hmm.
that 4 years ago Joe Brady was a grad assistant in college?
That's how young he is, huh?
Yup.
Hey man, it's the way it's going now. And you see Sean McVay is able to keep command of the locker room.
Yeah.
You see that he's able to keep command of that. They don't test him. He a
Mm-hmm.
man about his.
Yup.
There's some players like Akiba Lee was like he the same age as me, but giving me orders. He was like it was a little hard to get used to, but you really respect him. He said you
Yeah.
respect him. So definitely, I would think Joe Brady. Matter of fact, I would pull the trigger and go because I know Jim Harbaugh looking like he might be staying in Michigan for a couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted Jim bad, man. But that's how it is. But yeah, I mean, out of all these people that we have who might be available, yeah, I think I would go with Brady because then you got a chance to have a young coach. Because remember, whenever the Steelers got Mike Tomlin, he was a young guy, and you got a chance to have a forward thinking guy. He could be your coach for the next 20 years easily. Because the Falcons, they're trying to be that type of organization. Organizations that keep their coaches through the thick and thin like that, those organizations, they always maintain continuity. And, those organizations are always in the hunt. Unless the
Spoilers
coach
and
is
Sean
just,
Payton.
exactly. Unless the coach is just incompetent. So the Steelers, Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, John Harbaugh and the Ravens, you know, uh, the Packers, they kept their coach for a while before they just eventually just moved on from them. Like all of these teams that are always in the hunt, like they always keep their coaches. And then, this, or you could be like the Browns who, change coaches like people change draws and they can't never get things going to go to the playoffs.
Right. Until now.
Stefanski made to change that team around, man.
Yeah, man. The draft wise, I think honestly, so would you be opposed to this? Check this out. We draft that linebacker for Penn State, Makai,
Uh-huh.
and keep him inside, right? Let me see if you can get with this. Keep him inside, right? Because
Uh-huh.
he seems like he's just like a running thumper, right? Running thump,
Yeah.
running thump. He like to hit. And put Dion on the outside, on the opposite outside of Foyer. Do you think that could be a good thing to work out if we was to take Parsons with that number 4 pick?
I think if we took Parsons with the number 4 pick, as deep as our linebacker core is right now, I think we would move to a 3-4, and I think Parsons will play that outside linebacker.
Think so.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Debo.
mean, I really want us to play the 3-4 though. So I think that's one of the better formations in the playbook, especially when you got some good edge rushers. Especially
Yeah.
when you got a guy like Grady Jarrett who can take the double teams and have people on the outside, have a field day with it.
Well, you know what though is if I had if I did run 3-4, I don't think I have Grady lined up in that zero. Oh, lined up as that nose.
On the outside.
Yeah, I think I have him playing that DN because I mean he's so good at jumping gaps. Like he could jump from one gap to another, and people forget how quick he is on his feet. So let's get another big guy.
Is that a person that you would say been playing out of position, even though he's still been doing the work?
No, I think Grady's been playing in position in that 4-3. Playing as that defensive tackle. But I think that your boy could definitely kill it playing that 3-4 defensive end.
Right. And we got a couple of comments that's rolling in now. Joseph Thornton said, "What do y'all think about that QB from Cincinnati in the later round?"
I mean, I watched him in that Georgia game. I wasn't really too impressed with him myself, but that's the only game that I really watched him in is that Georgia game. I had to go back and look at some tape on him to see, exactly what he's capable of doing.
So you said monkeys sometimes do fall out of trees, right?
Yes, sir.
Apples sometimes do fall out of trees, right?
Yeah, I hope they do.
You shoot. You shoot for the stars and the things that you want. You keep shooting, you're gonna eventually hit one, right?
It depends on what you're shooting.
Something that's gonna get up there. I don't know. So me and you had a real debate about this. Not an argument. We really sitting here talking about this. And me and my friend too. If Mac Jones is still sitting around after the first round, if I don't see any indication that he should be right now. But if would you like say, okay, we get somebody in the first or we trade back or whatever, and he's still there, do you just jump on that? Or you try to wait until later on see if he did, or do you just jump on that man? Because that man made a major improvement from year to year.
So he's a second round?
Yeah, like if he's there. If he's there.
Yes. That's a big confirmative Ghost Rider.
So what about Mac Jones? Do you like it? And I'm gonna say the same, and I'm gonna answer the same question.
I told you about 4 weeks ago, before the playoffs and everything, that if you watch Mac Jones play, he looks like a Matt Ryan that's 13 years younger. He has great footwork, great awareness of where all of his wide receivers are. He's good at reading the defense. I like the way that he throws the ball because he doesn't try to take people's fingers off. That's a big deal for wide receivers.
He got the touch. He got the touch. He got the zip when it's needed.
Exactly. So I think that it's one of those situations where I think he compares to Matt Ryan a lot, but he's more athletic, and that's what everybody wanted. Everybody said that Matt Ryan, he's a good quarterback, but he can't move. He's a statue back there. I was watching all season long where Mac Jones, I seen him make a few 20-yard scrambles.
Oh, he can go.
Yeah,
he can go.
Yeah.
He can go.
Yeah.
See, the thing about Matt Jones with me, what Matt Jones was, the year before this one, I didn't like him. I understand this is his first time like getting thrown in there because Tua got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a couple of questionable pick sixes. One person, you know who, them son of a bitch over there in Auburn. But I wasn't a fan of him starting. But then when Tua little brother transferred, I think he transferred to like Miami of Ohio or something. Kind of
Uh-huh.
like had no choice to be like, well, here come this guy again. And there's a lot of Alabama groups that was in. What's up, K Styles? It was a lot of Alabama groups that I'm in, and a lot of people was not happy. Was not happy about that. But he shut us all the way up, man. He had a Joe Burrow like season, but they don't hype it up as much as Joe Burrow.
They
He
didn't.
literally had the same national title game that Joe Burrow had.
Highest QB rating in NCAA history for the season. For the
Hey,
season.
better than who? Burrow. But that's neither here or there. Joe Burrow's my guy too. You know, I still like him. But I think if he's there, take him. Stewie Rock in the
What's up,
building.
Stu?
What's up? I think that you gotta take that chance, man.
Yeah.
He's a Matt Ryan almost clone. I know these Matt Ryan haters that might appear in here or whatever and be like, whatever, but man, look, he gave you some great 13 years. And we see that in him, and he's more mobile than Matt Ryan was then.
Yeah.
So he can get with the game of like Ridley and I guess Julio's still gonna be here. He should. He can get along with that, man. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I say why not take the Mac attack, man?
And then you gotta
With
think
Big
about
T.
it too. Terrell Artist. He was running a pro style offense all season. It wasn't watered down at all because there's one thing that we know that Steve Sarkisian's offense isn't going to be simplistic. It's going to be very, very complex, and he was running it like it wasn't nothing. That's one of the biggest things that you look for. I mean, that you look at whenever you see how a quarterback's running that offense. I was just watching him to see like if he showed any doubt or any hesitation. Like whenever I seen him calling plays or anything, just watching his body language. Those are things that coaches look for. He was calling those plays with like the most confidence. Like he knew everything that was going on. So if he's there in the second round, Falcons be a fool not to take him.
And big shouts out to Steve Sarkisian as well. I know we dragged you like a son of a gun up here in Atlanta, man. But you did your job in Alabama, and now you're gonna be in Texas. I hope you do the same there.
Definitely. Definitely.
Ghost
Definitely.
Pepper says, I say let's roll with Hackett as the new head coach. He seems to have the most experience and has worked with diverse talent and schemes in the NFL in comparison between Brady and Smith. So you got somebody that wants the experience. What's up with things like that?
I mean, yeah, you definitely can't knock somebody who does have the experience. Like he has worked with a few different types of offenses, but whenever the chips get down, we've seen Dan Quinn do it. 50-year-old Dan Quinn do it. We've seen Rex Ryan do it. Whenever the chips get down, he's going to keep doing what he knows works. Mike Smith, he definitely kept doing it. Brian Van Gorder, like all those guys, they kept doing it.
You see, he skipped right over Jim Morris Jr. I think that was like the last pretty young coach that we had.
Yeah,
He didn't have control of that locker room.
Nah, he had control of the locker room, and they didn't have the talent. Like if he would have had the talent that he had now, I think he would have fared a little bit better.
Yeah. but it was just a micro. It was a DVD show, and that was it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it was.
It was a DVD show. So, what you think about this though? Would you like Hackett over Brady?
No. Give me Brady all day. I want the young, up and coming guy. I want to take the chance on him because if he is the, think about it. So if Joe Brady goes to the Texans or goes to the Jaguars and they're good or great for the next 15 years, like Mike Tomlin did with the Steelers whenever the Redskins passed on Mike Tomlin, because that's where he wanted to go because he's from Virginia. He wanted to go to the Steelers. Pittsburgh took him. Yeah. And so every time you see them going to the playoffs, making deep playoff runs or winning Super Bowls, imagine how Washington feels. So it's like, y'all think about it. If y'all pass up on this young coach and he goes off and does great things in Jacksonville, of course, Urban Meyer pretty much has that job already. But if he does great things in Houston or in Philadelphia or somewhere, like, we're going to be sitting here looking crazy. Be like, man, we could have had Joe Brady, but instead we got Rex Ryan. Everybody wanted Rex Ryan because they thought our defense was going to be good.
New, fresh and fresh, man. If y'all gonna say that y'all want a new quarterback because of the new things that these new quarterbacks can do, why would you stick him with an old son of a gun head coach? If that was the case, right? If that was the case, so we're not okay. We know Matt Ryan on his last couple of legs. You feel me? We know it's here. It's coming. It's here. Julio, we know that. Alex Mack, I don't expect to see him again. And we all know that's coming. But we're not prepared for the future now. So, say if you let Mac Jones, it might not even take him a couple of years. It might take him just 2 or 1. You don't know. You don't know. Wasn't Mahomes on the bench for a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, behind Alex Smith. He learned behind Alex Smith, and he got coached up with Andy Reid. And then the first year he was started, he threw 50 touchdowns. In the second year, he was Super Bowl winning MVP, man. So
he came in like at the end of his first year, I believe.
Think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiley Smith said, "What's up, fellas? Our linebacker core is not that deep, if you think about it."
I mean, yeah. So if we running the 4-3.
If we running what we're running now, how you see it looking?
I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty deep because
you still got to give Mekhi Walker a chance.
Yeah, you still got Michael Walker. So you got Fourier, Michael Walker, and Debo. And you gotta consider also while it's like they're very seldomly we actually have 3 linebackers on the field. We like to run that sub and nickel package. So most of the time it's gonna be 2 linebackers. But yeah, I definitely think that I think our linebacker core is pretty deep. Then you got your boy Keanu. He's gonna come back and come up and play linebacker sometimes. So, I think it's fairly deep. I don't think we swimming in the ocean deep, but I think it's fairly deep.
I think it's deep enough. But if you want to add Parsons, you can. Joseph Thornton said, "What y'all think about Justin Fields?" Now, I didn't want him then. Look, I did not want Trevor Lawrence. I did not want Justin Fields. I wasn't against getting a quarterback in a later round. That's what I'm saying about Mac Jones, though. Do you think it's going to be a case where they really think that he that good and going the first round, or because he was around Najee Harris, Devonta Smith, and even Jalen Water for some period of time?
Quarterbacks makes playmakers. Playmakers don't make quarterbacks.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Because check this out. Larry Fitzgerald all them years before he just got Kyler Murray, which is a little bit too late in his opinion. Mm-hmm. He was always that guy, but never had that guy at quarterback.
except for Kurt.
Except for Kirk. My
They
bad.
went to
Except
the
for
Super
Kirk.
Bowl.
They went to the Super Bowl. Yep. But besides that, even for when Watson, not Watson, Hopkins, when Hopkins was there in Houston before Watson, then he finally got a quarterback, and then they coach messed that up, and then and then yeah, now he balling with Collar. But my thing is, man, no, I think he would still probably go top 2 or 3 because teams are just as need as a quarterback. We don't definitely need a quarterback in the first round now. So it's no knowing. And no, man, I knew. Well, let me retract this. Let me retract this. Okay, I knew he wasn't going to have the same type of game versus Clemson as us, but I thought it would have been more competitive. I thought it would have been we would have seen more out of him. I mean, they all look deflated. I mean, how? I mean, I just don't know how you get your burn dropped off by one guy and a half. He had over 200 yards in a half, but that wasn't
Man,
on Justin Fields, man. That wasn't on Fields, man. So I say no to Fields, but I wish him the best of luck. They got a curse going down there in Ohio State with QBs, man. Y'all remember Cardell Jones? Y'all remember Tyrod Taylor? Man, not Tyrod Taylor,
oh,
Terrell
okay.
Pryor.
Yeah.
Terrell Pryor, that's the name. Yeah. So, what you think about that? What you think about that, man? Keep getting your opinion on
Man, I don't want no Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields couldn't get the job done against Northwestern. So why in the world do y'all think he can come to get the job done in the NFL? I mean, come on, man. Northwestern? Like, whenever he played that national championship game, like he wasn't making the reads. He wasn't making like to be a good quarterback, you have to make the reads and you have to make the throws. You have to make the reads before the snap and after the snap, and you have to make the throws. Those are good quarterbacks. You know, a lot of times it don't got nothing to do with foot speed because 85% of the time, being a quarterback and throwing the ball don't got nothing to do with running. So yeah, it's like Justin Fields. He's a great athlete. He has the potential to be a good quarterback. So thing is that let's say he goes out and because it happens every time you get these freak of nature quarterbacks that can run. They come out first year, they kill it. They just kill it. Next year, they start to decline or they get hurt.
it. Yeah.
Third year, it's like, oh well, we might be benching this guy. Like it happens every time.
Yeah. It happens every time. Every time, fam. Every time. Ian Miles also says, well, we're gonna get into Just K. No, Stewie Rock real quick and get into Just K Styles comment. What y'all think about trading back and getting more picks since we in the salad crap hell? Bingo.
Yeah,
He just talked about that. He talked about that. He said them exact words. He's trading back, get more picks because we ain't got no money. He literally
yeah,
just said that, man. So
yeah,
reiterate one more time.
yeah. So there ain't no need in drafting at that fourth pick. What you might as well do is might as well just go ahead and trade back because we ain't got no money to afford nobody out on the free market. So let's go ahead, trade back, and get as many of these young players that we can get. So moving forward, we don't have to worry about trying to, pick up somebody in free agency. So let's trade back maybe to, I don't know, 12, 15th pick. I think Patriots are pick 11 or 12. Patriots are looking for a quarterback. So let's go ahead, trade back with the Patriots. They give us a second and third next year, and we get their first this year, and then we good to go. That's all you got to do.
Correct, correct. And Just K Styles, he agrees with having fresh ideas. Definitely.
Yeah,
I guess that's going back to the Joe Brady situation. Having a
yeah,
fresh new coach come in with new
yes,
ideas and the spark. Matt Ryan
Yeah,
might Matt Ryan might have a Kyle Shanahan type season. I'm just saying before
you
he
never
leaves
know.
out.
You
Which
never know.
he's had that with the other coordinators.
Yes,
But you never know. And then what good is that going to be with a rookie, Matt Jones, saying like, okay, this is how you approach the game. I'm lining up under Joe Brady. Joe Brady's going to be here for a couple of years, and I can come out just slanging that ball. Boom.
yes,
I already know the playbook and stuff. So
exactly.
that's instrumental. That comes back to what you said, keeping that same head coach for some time to where everybody gets to groom to him, and then that's when dynasties are born, man.
Yeah, that's
Dynasties.
yes,
Steve
yes,
Kerr, Warriors. Phil Jackson in the Bulls. Phil Jackson in the Lakers.
yes,
Dynasties are born when a good enough coach is there for years and years and years and
exactly.
years.
John, uh, Don Chula, uh,
Yeah.
Tom Landry,
Vince Lombardi.
Bill Walsh, Vince Lombardi, like all those guys stayed in a place for a long period of time. Even when times weren't always good, they still stayed there. And then, they had that level of continuity so they could build it and continue to, do good things, man. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
That's what it's all about, man. We gonna get into Ian Miles real quick. What do you think about Doug Peterson as a head coach for the Falcons? No, keep him away. After
Well,
that game with Jalen Hurts, man, what he did to that man, hey man, keep him away.
that
That's
man
my
wanted to
opinion.
be fired, man. That man wanted to be
Exactly.
fired.
He's like,
But I'm gonna go
I
ahead and tell
can't
you
wait to
though.
get to the employment line. Unemployment line.
I'm gonna tell you what though. It's like a lot of people forget the heck of a coaching job that man did in Philadelphia.
But here's a question that I've heard from my homeboys that I be talking to. How I forgot the offensive coordinator for Philly that year they won the championship. Do you know? Do you know who was the
Oh
OC
man,
back then? But
I can,
if you can look him up while I'm talking about it, I think he went to a different team. If anybody in the comments know, let us know as well. Um, he went to a different team, and that's when Doug Peterson fell off. So, do you want that situation again to where it ain't the head coach that did that? Cause we just got through it with Dan Quinn, right?
yeah. I mean that's true.
We got food with Seattle that turned out that was Pete Carroll.
I
And
mean that's
then
true.
we got food, not food, but Kyle Shanahan had the offense percolating, and we thought that Dan Quinn would be able to have somebody else to run it like that, and it never happened. Mr. Throw everybody under the bus. But what do you think about Peterson, man? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I think Doug Peterson's a good coach. I don't want him in Atlanta, but I think he's a good coach. I think with what we got going on and what we're trying to build, I don't think he's a good fit for Atlanta.
Right. That just the point, man. Right. That just where it lays. I don't think he's a good fit for the ATL, man.
Yeah.
Lamont Wardon says, Happy Harden gone. They thought they were going to trade him to ATL. I was scared. I did not want that man here. I did not want that man dressing up in Atlanta Hawks uniform.
Jordan
Frank
Christopher said it was
Rex.
Frank Wright. So Frank Wright was the OC,
I remember that name. Okay, yeah. So what I was
former
saying
quarterback.
was, right, it don't seem like it's been the same. Appreciate that comment, man. It don't seem like it was the same since he left. And then Just Great Styles said he couldn't beat out Jake Fromm at Georgia. Fields. Yeah. That
Man,
was a whole crazy mess right there. And Lamont says terror artists enjoy the national championship because you ain't getting no more. Then ain't no more with JT. Who the hell is that? JT Daniel. Come on, until Kirby dumb actually becomes smart like his last name says, y'all gonna be sitting there hoo-hoo and every year, how this my year, man. Yeah, this my year. This my year. You know that's how we do at Alabama, man. We all about our championships, man.
Hey,
But we don't have to say this year's gonna be our year, cause we know we coming with it.
yeah, I mean,
But
you
we've
know.
been through our droughts, though. We've been through our hard time. So I
So,
understand you waiting for that moment.
so let me ask you. So, like, whenever y'all pay for y'all national championship. so whenever y'all pay for y'all national championship, like, is it like do y'all write that off on y'all taxes, or like is that tax exempt, or is that one of those situations where y'all just have to eat that? That's all I'm saying.
We don't pay these people, man. We
I was just checking, man. I was just checking.
We build them up, man. We build them up.
Okay,
Built by Bama, man. We don't care where you're from. You built by Bama once you come in here.
As long as that direct deposit, we don't care where you from. as long as that direct deposit open.
Get out of here with that. But I think it's crazy. The crazy point of time that this is not a part of the conversation. But Alabama had Derrick Henry, Ken Drake, who was T.J. Yeldon, and Albert Kamara as their running backs at the same time. And Albert Kamara just saying he was like,
I ain't gonna get no run.
Yeah, he wasn't liking that situation. He bounced out, went to junior college, and then went to Tennessee. But man, that's crazy. But that's Kirby crazy. Dumb is Mark Rick 2.0. Thank you. So you better check yourself before you rank yourself, Lamont. Coming at a house of champions like that, man.
Lamont said, do y'all have a bank account for the players and the refs, or is it different accounts? See, that was Lamont, my homeboy, man. Appreciate that, Lamont. I guess they got them different for tax purposes. They want to make sure they keep them separate, so there's no commingling. That's an accounting phrase, commingling.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, yeah, I'm muted for a second. But do we have a bank account for the players and refs? Oh man, see what we do. We get them farm boys, right? The farm boys, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Texas, Louisiana, all of them, man. And what we do, man, is that we just beef them up, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, coach, you got Nick Saban that's already proven, so it's going to be our greatest head coach ahead time in college. So it's going to be easy to get. Oh, I'm playing for Nick Saban? Nick Saban? Oh, I don't know. I'm destined to get a championship at least one in the next 3 years. So we don't have to pay these people, man. We don't. The scholarships, we just get them out and we get. Because my prayer became true, man, about Alabama winning some championships. So I gotta say Roll Tide. So I gotta say Roll Tide, you feel me? But no, man, we don't pay our players, man. Or the refs. They just know what it is when it comes to Bama, man. Hey, you come to Tuscaloosa, you're gonna have a hard time.
Man, y'all hear this? Tell all the talking boy. Y'all notice he said we a lot, He talking like he got a mouse in his pocket. Talking about we.
Hey man, Virginia Tech can catch the smoke too.
Virginia Tech! Y'all already know all day.
Virginia Tech can catch the smoke, and it won't be close.
Virginia Tech, you know I still roll with them dogs all day.
Man,
Go
whatever,
dogs.
man. We're gonna be stomping open. Just like we do the Georgia Bulldogs every time. And
Man.
you notice, every time it comes around on Facebook, it don't be no Alabama fans barking at them. They come at us because we top dog.
Man.
Yeah. But let's get into another comment here. Ian Miles, go dogs, whatever. Ian Miles says, y'all still think Arthur Smith a good candidate for the head coaching job? We just really explained it, man. Like we think he's a good head coach, but not for Atlanta. And I'm gonna let you get this next one. Wait, this man said we just gonna forget how UGA got robbed. Y'all did not get robbed versus us. Are you talking about versus us? Y'all got your jaws burnt in the second half. That's what happened by a freshman wide receiver and a freshman QB.
Man.
Got your jaws burnt.
Man, y'all know good well Nick Saban. You know good well Nick Saban paid for the referees' kids probably.
Between UGA and Bama, we hit our game-winning kicks. One of y'all had game-winning kicks. That matters.
Wow. Ugh. Man.
I mean, I wasn't live for 18, but we got 18. So I was gonna come down to last minute kicks. It used to back when we used to battle with LSU when it was all defense. I want to know what lab battle crow these receivers in. Hey man, let me tell you, man. It's crazy because we wasn't known for having the receivers.
Yeah.
Alabama was not known for having the receivers. It was just ever since Julio, they just been coming. They gotten smaller and smaller ever since. Defense fell asleep in the second half of that chip game. Yeah, and they got their jaws burned. Coming in here talking all that, man.
What's going on, Philly Phil? Philly Phil inside the podcast. What's good with your fam?
What's up? What's happening?
Man, you just chilling out with old city boy over there and old country boy. We just sitting around talking about some sports, man. You in the zone, man. This is ATLIENS Sports Zone. Welcome to the zone.
Welcome to the zone, the sports zone. We're going to get into another comment here. What up? Hey, what up? What's happening? Has Bama ever had a kicker? I mean, not too many good ones. But yes, we do have kickers. We do kick the ball. Lamont says, huh?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Lamont said y'all almost lost with Bennett at QB. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh,
talk about getting Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man. So, because Philly inside the podcast is in here, maybe we should ask him or her. We ask them, like, people are asking about Doug Peterson. Do you think that Doug Peterson would be a good coaching candidate for the Atlanta Falcons since you're, from Philly and everything? Like, give us
a good coach, period.
Hey, I mean, he won a Super Bowl, man. Yeah, you got to be some kind of competent to win a Super Bowl and beat Bill Belichick at that, too. I mean, they probably just made sure that they wasn't cheating and looking at their plays, but still.
And the reason that the SEC championship was always in Georgia is because A, they're never going to make it, or B, we come there and we shut y'all up.
Okay, all right.
But I can't say this, though. I was nervous as hell both of those games. I was nervous. I was a nervous wreck both of them games. Because, once again, Y'all jumped out to them big leads, and I'm sitting there at work like, oh my God, I'm about to hear some noise all around me, national championship, and they happen to beat my team. And then the good old Georgia choke happened. That
Hey man,
all of our sports team do down here, man, and it came my favorite this time.
you know, there's a saying that they say in the country. You know,
What?
you flying high, you feeling good. You know, Alabama win the championships and everything, but they always say in the country that an eagle got to come down for water sometime. So the time is coming. The time is coming.
I always say it's coming. I always say
Yeah,
it's coming because we came from the time we built up championships. The time is gonna come, just like it's gonna change. It's gonna change, and I'm just enjoying the ride until it does, and I'm still gonna enjoy it. Them losses when they come, but I'm gonna enjoy it until they come, baby. Just know we're like the best team of the decade, man. Yeah, you feel me?
yeah.
But I know that time coming. I know it's coming, man, and when it comes, I'll be right here screaming roll tide as usual.
Hey, that's what it's about, bro.
And Philly Insider Podcast said I think he could be. I wasn't a big fan of him. He needs an offensive coordinator, and it was a premature firing. The players always respect him and respect him a ton. Great leader of men, just not a play caller. What you think about that? I mean,
Yeah, well,
what's your assessment of that?
I'm gonna back that up. He said if Peterson is calling plays every time, it's 3 to 4 verticals downfield like Madden, and be prepared for him not to run the ball.
Oh
And
Lord, so we might, what country, you know what country? We found our head coach, bro. Just go ahead and hire Derek Cutter if y'all want to do that.
yeah, we good on that one. We good on that one, Philly Insider. We already dealing with those issues now, man. We got that same issue with Dirk Cutter, our current offensive coordinator. He does not know how to call plays. It's a bunch of vertical routes and long developing plays with Matt Ryan being a West Coast quarterback. So thank you so much for giving us that insight, bro.
And he said Peterson was the scapegoat for the Eagles. He was a problem, but not the problem. Our general manager was a bigger problem, and I believe Peterson would do well elsewhere.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's a bold statement. It's a crazy statement to say. And the big problem with Doug is that he doesn't have many connections. He's only coaching an Andy Reid tree, and his assistant coaches are awful. I forgot he was under that Andy Reid tree. So, yeah, that's a little insider from Philly. You feel me? So y'all
Little
take notes of
inside
that because he's
Philly.
seen it. He said he Dirk Cutter, and we're trying to get rid of Dirk Cutter.
Yeah, Dirk got to go. I can't do it. I can't fool with it no more. Dirk got to go. I can't do it. Can't do it.
So we're going to go ahead and get into, I know what time it is, man. The extra point. The extra point is where we get what we want to say off our chest. And let's get it, bro.
Hey man, you know what? It's like everybody in here chilling out with us, man. Shoot. It seems like we just got folks coming in here rolling, man. Shoot, I'm enjoying it. Let's keep it rolling for a little bit.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, man.
Well,
Everybody
let's
in here
go
having
then.
a good time.
Let's chill. Let's go then. I'll take that back. Hey, I'm ready for it. So let's talk about these Atlanta Falcons some more. Hey man, let's keep it rolling for a minute. I got you. Sorry about that. Excuse the message. Reggie, we said we don't have to worry about DK anymore. He going back to Boise State. But we're saying if we go out and get Doug Peterson, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah. I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. Can't do it. That's a big negative, Ghost Rider.
And this is a good question right here. Who are you guys looking for at that fourth pick? I already said I wouldn't mind getting Parsons, the linebacker, or if the tables fall in line, that offensive tackle from Oregon. From
Mm.
Oregon. Both of mine are trenches. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think since the national championship game, we can kind of slide on Patrick Surtain. Don't get him that high.
Oh, really?
Don't get him that high.
So if we trade back, would you get him in like the 12th pick or something?
Like 12 through 15, yeah. But I still, I mean, cornerback is a need. It is a need to pair with H.A. Terrell. But I think the trenches are more of a need. I think if you solidify them trenches, they can make the other cornerbacks better because they ain't got to cover as long. So, and then if the longer you can keep old man from not being so fresh and so clean after the game, you got to fix those trenches, baby. And you said, okay, so you already said trade back. But my question to you is, if the Falcons don't trade back, who should they get?
Yeah. Hey, hold on right quick. Hold on. Hey, country, baby. Could you bring me some more moonshine? Could you bring me some more water?
We know it was the moonshine. We knew it was the moonshine the whole time, man. Come on, man. You can't fool us. You a country boy that likes to drink. That's all that is.
So at that 4th pick, if we did take that 4th pick, and I see that the Philly Insider, he's wanting to know, who we would take at that 4th pick. And Philly Insider, I'm actually going to reach out to you afterwards because we definitely want to try to link up with you, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
He especially coming from my channel, but yeah, we can definitely link up, or y'all can link up or whatever, and talk over some things.
Thank you so much, brother.
But I watched. You already gave yourself up. Yeah, Philly inside the podcast, I do watch y'all, so I appreciate you watching us, man. We are all fans of the NFL, man.
Definitely.
Of the NFL.
But
Justin
I don't think Justin Fields should be taking that 4. He most likely he is going to be taking probably a little bit before then. I'm thinking he still might be going to New York.
Whatchamacallit about to become the coach in Jacksonville, right? Or that was just his coach.
Oh yeah.
So
Urban.
They probably just gonna take him.
Exactly.
So I don't think so.
Yeah.
J-Rock. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say. So with Urban's going to take either Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields if he's in Jacksonville. But either way, the Jets are going to take Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. So, I mean, moving forward, if we do take that 4th pick, I think we should go after Micah Parsons. And we'll beef him up a little bit. If we run that 3-4 defense, he can play that 3-4 linebacker because our rushing defense wasn't bad, But it's just one of those things where we just have to get to the quarterback. That's the biggest thing. The whole thing that Tad McKinley was screaming, talking about getting to the quarterback that he never did. Exactly.
I thought we was ready to the NFL, and I did. He did more in draft. No disrespect to grandmama up there, but he did more in the draft than he did in the NFL. But go ahead.
But yeah, that's what we need to do, man. We need to get to the quarterback. So, in Philly Insider, he said it himself that he agrees that Parsons is a 3-4 linebacker. Let's go ahead and change to that 3-4, and then we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we get this whole defensive line, this front 7, put together. Because in that 3-4 defense, those outside linebackers, they can be considered as defensive ends in some situations, or They're going to be calling those tight ends or coming and guarding those running backs in the flat. So, yeah, man, I definitely think that Michael Parsons is a good pickup, man. I'm excited because if we get Michael Parsons, that's cool. If not, then that's fine too. We could trade back or we could go ahead and get him. But either way, I think that the team is definitely going to be better moving forward. I definitely do. You back, bro?
Yeah, I'm back.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely think he's going to be a game changer wherever he decides to go to. He's going to be a game changer.
Of course, of course. I believe so too as well.
What do you think we should do with that 4th pick?
Yeah, I already said I go Parsons. We spoke about that earlier. I go Parsons.
Or that tackle from Oregon.
Yeah.
Because you get that tackle. You get that tackle, you can kick Caleb McGarry inside to play that left guard, and that's a pretty good offensive line, bro.
Right, man. Protect that veteran back there, right?
Protect the old man.
And Wallace Smith says, and who's to say that the Jets are going to take the QB with their number 2 pick, though?
Oh, man. You know what, man? It's like, I can see them not taking the QB because Sam Darnold, the jury's still out on him. I mean, he's still young. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I watch him play, I don't get excited about it. But I definitely think Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. I don't think he's like a transcendent talent, but he's one of those guys from one of those schools like Ohio State. Those guys from USC. A lot of times they don't really pan out. Yeah, they don't really pan out the way that they should, man. They really don't.
And Philly Inside the Podcast says, I'm hoping y'all go with Parsons at 4. I like him a lot, but I want the Eagles to address a different need at 6. Hey, who do y'all want at 6?
Yeah, y'all let us know who y'all want. Hey, interior artist, go ahead and put the ATLIENS Sports Zone email in there. Philly Insider. Yeah, so Philly Insider can hit us up. So we can try to see if we can collab sometime.
Okay. So, Philly Insider Podcast. This is the email right there. If it's hard to see, it is ATLienSportsZone at gmail.com.
Yes.
Once again, ATLienSportsZone at gmail.com. Basically, the name of us, and then at gmail.com. Hit us up. It's always open, man. And everybody else is out there. It's always open. That's how we got the invite from the Snake.
Yeah.
Down in Nevada, where he really at. Yeah. So we appreciate all that.
Now everybody else that's in the chat, y'all let us know who y'all think we should take at 4, or y'all let us know if we should trade back as well. Because I know that the draft ain't until April, but Big Low Country I'm doing my scouting, y'all. I'm out here. I'm out there in the Falcons garage, and I'm breaking down film. I'm looking at everybody to see who I think we should get. They ain't finna listen to Low Country. Y'all already know what time that is.
If Smith or Chase are on the board, I want one of them. If not them, I like J.C. Horn, corner from South Carolina. I think our GM is going to pick Fred Pursuit, Miami defensive end. Okay.
Man, the thing is that like y'all young wide receivers aren't that bad. Like Rager and all those guys, like they're not that bad. But if y'all get Smith or Chase, those guys are game changers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do you think Devontae Smith will fall down that far?
Philly Smith said, Philly Insiders Podcast said, just wrote down the email. I hit y'all up soon.
All right, man, definitely.
Definitely want to come on the show, or have a collab or something like that. Do I think that he will fall down that low?
Yeah.
No, I think he's going to Miami. I think
Yeah,
he's going to Miami.
yeah. Now you know what though? It's like we've been doing all this talking. I don't know if you heard, but I'm hearing things in Miami where people are saying that they're not sold on Tua.
What other quarterback have y'all had to be complaining about being so right? He's had 1 year, 1 year when he looked pretty decent in that 1 year. So give him a
They said
chance. Give him a
they said
chance.
they said they ain't sold on him, man. You know, in the NFL nowadays, it's like if you come in and you don't do, you know, what they expect you to do, then they're already looking ahead. As Jimmy Clausen in Carolina.
Right. And Philly Insider says they're not too bad. Rigger gets a bad rap. That wideouts were poorly coached, but I agree Smith and Chase will be a game changer. I think one of them will go to Miami though. Smith will go to Miami, and
Yeah, he
y'all will
go.
get Chase.
Yeah, and that's not. I ain't even knocking it.
What do you guys think about Zach Wilson at 4? No,
No, no, that's a big negative, Ghost Rider.
nada, nada. And any chance you guys draft Julio replacement at 4 with Chase or Smith? No.
No,
No,
we got
I
two.
don't. I would be mad. But like I said the other day, Devontae Smith makes it hard for you not to want that, but we gotta address the needs, man.
I
Wide
mean,
receiver and the needs.
it's like, and my homeboy Ghost Peppers. You know, he part of the Big Low Country coaching staff. It says that Parsons or Sewell at 4 or trade back.
Yeah.
And my homeboy Wilder Smith, you know, he part of the Big Low Country coaching staff too. He says that well, it doesn't cost the team that much to get rid of a quarterback if he's under his rookie contract. You know, that is true, Wallace. And they
I
think that
agree
he's
with
not the
that.
guy. Yeah, they think he's not the guy. Then you know you can go ahead and move on from him, kind of like they did with Josh Rosen.
And I can answer your question, Philly. Hell nah. Well, nah. Hell to the nah. We are one of the brokest teams in the league, if not the
Yes,
brokest right now.
I think like we're like
We're
number
not.
3.
We'll be getting a whole lot of nickel and diamond. You
Yeah,
know, some C-level players type thing. But
yeah,
no, not no big names. No, not no big spenders. Not right now. Anyway, we like 2-3 years. We're the good GM. We're 2-3 years away from that.
yeah. I don't know. What kind of music that you listen to. Feeling insiders podcasting, but whenever you get a chance, I just want you to Google "Penny with a Hole in It." I want you to listen to that song because that's how hopeless we are right now.
And Stewie Rock J, who y'all want for not or Holmes as
Fine,
GM?
no.
Fine, no.
I take fine, no, all day.
I take him. I
I
take
take.
him. Devon Stanford says, if Sewell still there, I take him. Got to focus on the trenches, protect Matt Ryan at all costs. Yeah. If he's still there, that might be the pick. If he's still there, that might be a pick. But see, okay, it's also a different thing. If Miami decides they want to protect their quarterback, right, and
Mm-hmm.
draft Sewell, and they skip on Devonta Smith, and he's sitting there at 4. Do you think the Falcons would do that, man?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. If they did, I don't know if
But
I could deal with those emotions.
but like I think K Styles or someone like that said that in the chat to where that can open up a great trade back possibility if Devonta Smith sitting there at 4, that can open up some great trading back, packages for us to
I
where
mean,
teams will really want that and really trade away some things or some picks or whatever then that might be a trade bet option.
I mean, yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah.
Philly Insider says, well, go ahead, answer that.
I was just gonna
What
say.
was you about to say?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm always leaning towards trading back opposed to, you know, anything else right now because, like I said, our financial situation. Let's just go ahead and get as many assets as we can get because we ain't gonna be able to get them in free agency. So,
Right. And then Philly Insider says, how was AJ Terrell's rookie season? Didn't get to watch him, man. He gonna be a ball.
yes,
If he
yes,
keep growing the way that he is, he gonna be that guy.
yes, best rookie quarterback in the league this season.
Yeah, he was the highest rated graded.
Yeah, he can play man coverage. He can play zone coverage. Very good at reacting to the ball. His first interception of the year. He got it. It wasn't on. It wasn't even on the man that was in his zone. He just looked in the backfield and broke off and cut to a whole separate zone and got the pick. So like that was a veteran type of pick. And this kid is just a rookie. Only thing I'm worried about is the way that he throws his body around with that tackling because he is a small kid.
Yeah, he is a small person, but he plays
Yeah.
with that hard, man. He definitely does.
Yeah, but you know what they say about heart, boy. Heart to get you hurt. So you need to be careful.
Right. So now we're gonna get into that point to where now it's the extra point, man. This is the sad part of it. You don't want to never end it. But bit low, what you got to say, man?
Hey man, look, I definitely enjoyed chilling out with y'all tonight, man. Uh, look, this is the first time we came on and just talked about Hawks and pretty much just sports in general. Being Terror Artist 404, we're gonna come on every couple of weeks or so, or every 3 weeks or so, and just chop it up with y'all. So look, we're gonna make sure that y'all have. We'll make sure that y'all have everything set in line for whenever we come on here. Now, if there's anybody on here that is not on Big Low Country's coaching staff, I'm going to put my link in the chat right now.
That coaching staff, man.
I'm putting my link in the chat right now. Now, y'all make sure that y'all go over there, click on that link and subscribe. Y'all do a country boy a favor and subscribe to my channel. We don't do nothing but sit around. We drink water and we talk about sports, man.
Well, you told on yourself earlier, man. Goodbye.
We sit around, drink water. We talk about sports. We do film study.
Philly Insider said he just subbed. He's already subbed to me, so he probably subbed to you.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it, Philly Insider.
He got a lot of
great staff, man.
He got a lot of great content, man. He got a lot of like short videos that's funny. He got like the film breakdowns, which is good football talk. And no, he just don't focus on the Falcons. The Falcons is just where we all meet up at. But he talks about anything that's going around the NBA, the NFL. Pretty sure when baseball come out, he gonna start knocking it out the park with that. So he's an all-around guy. So y'all make sure y'all get him to 200 subs tonight.
Appreciate that, man. Make sure you share too. Y'all make sure you share.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure I share too.
Definitely.
You gotta shout you out.
Definitely creek water.
Creek water.
They don't know about that creek water, Cinco.
And he said post notifications is on for both of our channels. Philly Insider. So
appreciate it, fam.
As soon as we drop, he knows. Appreciate that, man.
Thank you so much.
And the coach said that he gonna go check y'all out too, right?
You already know.
Or you already subbed to them.
To talk to Philly Insider?
Yeah.
Nah, this is my first time coming across Philly Insider, but I'm definitely going to check you out.
He came from my channel. Me and him was already going, in between, videos and stuff like that. But yeah, make sure you go check them out. They do some good Philly content on football talk.
Definitely. Definitely.
Creekwater. You got anything else to say, man?
I was gonna say, Philly Insider. If you go check out my channel, I was one of the few people that said that Jalen Hurts was going to surprise and upset the New Orleans Saints. I called it. I put it up there. Caught a lot of flack for it,
Oh,
but
he did. He
it
went
happened.
live with it too. Oh
Yep,
yeah.
yep, it happened. Nah, man, that's all I got, bro. You go ahead and do your thing, man.
Hi, man. Once again, this Terror Artist. We appreciate you for watching. We're trying to help grow our channel so that when Atlanta Falcons football season come back around, you have a bigger family to talk to. And what you gonna call it, Philly Insider Podcast says he loves that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be checking that video out. Man, he put it on him. But we're just trying to grow this channel out so if y'all can look up ATLien Sports Zone, or you know what, drop the link for them, low for ATLien Sports Zone in there too. So that when Atlanta Falcons come back around, it can be an even bigger family. An even bigger family. That's all we're trying to do. Is curate an even bigger family. We're trying to take over the Atlanta talk world, whether that is Atlanta Falcons Nation, ATLien Sports Zone, just kicking it with K Styles. Low, what do you know? Y'all don't want to see me, but Terror Artist 404. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate y'all every time. Now, I need y'all to go ahead and be a part of Terror Artist 404 Nation, because that's also Atlanta Nation as well. That's also Atlanta Nation as well. It's not many YouTubers out there that represent us in Atlanta Hawks, Braves, or Falcons. I'm gonna be doing all three. I represent Atlanta. I embody Atlanta, man. So why wouldn't y'all just go ahead and hit that subscribe button? He posted the link to ATLien Sports Zone. Y'all hit the subscribe button there. And now I am posting the link to my channel, Terror Artist 404, man. And we appreciate this is our first, well, not our first live, but this is our first live, not talking about the Atlanta Falcons potentially. But y'all made it a topic anyway, so we couldn't say no to y'all. We could not say no to y'all. So we appreciate it. It's all love, man. When we see them again,
I'll probably say probably. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say see y'all again probably the next 2-3 weeks. Make sure that we get some more Atlanta Hawks games under our belt. And we're just gonna talk about Atlanta sports.
He do film breakdowns. So I'm pretty sure if he's doing it about an Atlanta team, about the Falcons or the Hawks, I might join him with the Hawks. Cause I know a lot more about. I know way. I know my football, but I know way more like basketball. That make me like, okay, it's a sport that I was pretty doggone good in. So matter of fact, hey, Bit Low, you want to do one of those where, okay, you can have the football breakdowns with you and K Styles or whatever, whoever that is, or if they want to jump on as well, but have one with breaking down the Hawks.
Oh yeah, we could definitely look into it. I need to see if I can find like the software and everything or the film and everything, but yeah, we definitely look into
work into that. So that can be a day of, okay, even if we ain't live streaming about what's happening, we can be like, hey, we got film for a couple of games. Let's just sit there and talk about it and chalk it up and go at it like that.
Definitely.
But this is your two favorite people for the ATLien Sports Zone. Get in the zone. ATLien Sports Zone. I'm Terror Artist 404, the Madden God, and
it's your boy Big Dog Country, man.
And we are.